but let's talk about service now. So when we first started, I've done service for some major companies before in the past, with other CRMs. And as HubSpot has emerged, I've taken on some larger operations with service. I'm working with a team right now with over 75 reps. They get over 700 tickets a day, and we are using a lot of the cool features that HubSpot has and helping them to manage these tickets, and the routing process has been phenomenal. And we're actually introducing and actually mapping out right now our operations hub process for them, because we first had to stop the brakes on a couple of things that were causing some bleeding for them from where they were before, and bringing them into HubSpot. And now we're able to kind of take it to the next level. But one of the things that I want to talk about, this is about routing too, that we talked about earlier, is capacity. This is what I think is cool, Jesse, that I can now say, and we've built some test modules with this just from a lead standpoint, but you can actually go in and say, cool, if I actually had a client like this that said, we want 25% of our leads to go to Sally, and we want 25% of them to go to Billy, and I want Johnny to get the other 50% of the leads. He's our top rep. And while we're building these guys up, we're going to give them a shorter amount, and then we're going to go over here and give a larger amount. This is way different than lead routing was, with just round robin, right? What are some other use cases that you've seen in ticket capacity type things, or just routing in general?
Yeah, I think I think the big thing on the service side is all about kind of giving service teams the tools to help them serve their customer, be able to serve the customer more, so that they're actually delighting the customer and the business doesn't see them as a cost center. Because I think that's always been the biggest challenge with service teams, is that the business looks at all the operational challenges that come with servicing customers, and they look at service as this cost center to the business, when in reality, when we're talking about the flywheel of a business, service is one of the most important things to help you actually have repeat business, make sure the customers are happy and they become evangelists for your business. But any time that a service rep is spending, doing a manual task, or a customer issue is going unanswered over a period of time when it could actually be answered or something like that, is something that you want to basically you want to think about how can you actually reduce those manual tasks that reps are doing, and also reduce that time to response and stuff like that. So things like being able to route tickets quickly to people who are both available, and you can potentially escalate tickets to the right person and things like that. So I think it's not only about routing to the right people who are available, but also escalating issues really quickly to up the chain, and being able to hand those off to the right folks are opportunities to be able to build those custom processes into custom code actions through workflows, so that you can actually respond to customers quickly, keep your reps actually talking to customers, and then ultimately resolve issues so that your customers are really happy.
Yeah. And I think this is really cool, where you can take I'm going to throw something completely out there for you, is the Internet of Things, right? So if we can have a client that's coming with a ticket, and we can go and ping our device, or the system that we use, maybe the software that we're providing in the service, and see what the usage is, see what the errors are, being able to go and pull the error code from the device. Is something that you can do with Operations Hub when somebody comes in with a ticket. Hey, I've got an issue. We can go jump out to their device. If I've got it in my program, do a quick, a quick ping to it, and be able to pull that information and see what the error code is, and then be able to service it, right? Based on what we're seeing error code A, B, and C. And I think this goes to SLAs too, right? So a lot of companies have SLAs, they've got clients that have paid to have response and response times. And so you can now move those tickets to a specific area, right? And help a client be quicker to respond, right?
Yep. Yeah, and you can actually run calculations off it to make sure that it's dynamically rerouting if things aren't being responded to in a particular time.
I think it's great.